What's up, friends? I'm coming at you again with some great information for you. It's springtime. We got fruit trees for $20 in almost any local areas, but I know a couple right around here are definitely doing it. It's a conservation districts. So in our area, it's the Shiawassee County Conservation District. And we got a good variety of fruit trees, and I'm going to go over that with you a little bit too. I got the list pulled up on the computer over here. But I wanted to go through how to get there. Once you're on the Shiawassee County Conservation District's webpage, you'll go to Products, which I believe is on the far right. Click that, it'll take you to Reforestation. And under the Reforestation page, you'll see a tab a small way down, just a third of the way down the page maybe, to 2019 Spring Tree Sale. And click on the order form, and that'll pull up all your options. If you want to do anything like Christmas tree farm or anything like that, that's where you're going to get trees for $1, $2 a piece if you order them 50 at a time. I'll have to check on exact numbers if we want to talk Christmas trees. But definitely $20 for a large variety of fruit trees, and that's how you get there. So if you need to, just slow it down or click back, and that'll take you through the steps as you're trying to find it. And let me show you here. I'm going to talk about the different varieties that we're doing to fill in this year on the rest of the food forest. So we do got a good amount left to do yet. But let me just click on this order form here that's pulled up and let you guys know the variety of options you do have. We already have some things from last year, like the Gala apple, the Honeycrisp apple, the Northern Spy apple. We actually got 2 of them. I gotta clarify on the next video for you. I wanted to get, and we are getting, 2 Liberty apple trees. That is our Back to Eden permaculture apple tree. It's scab resistant, it's mildew resistant. It's an easy one to start with for you first timers. If you want to get a $20 tree, Liberty apple tree, don't worry too much about it. It'll almost take care of itself. But for $20, you could get a Baldwin apple, you could get a Cortland apple. The Gala and the Honeycrisp are the 2 super sweet ones. My personal favorites, Gala and then Honeycrisp. Most people like the Honeycrisp, and they're more expensive, so we got a good amount of them going. I think 7 or 8 of them. We got McCown apple, Newton Pippin apple, which some of them I believe are more for if you're thinking apple cider. So do your research. Make sure you're buying the right variety. Nova Spy apple, Red Gold Nectarine, Black Gold Sweet Cherry. We got a couple of them planted. They sound delicious. Mount Morency Cherry. The Romans planted them on the side of the road as they went through and conquered new areas so their troops could eat and stay healthy. And my son's name is Roman, so I had to get at least one of them. We're getting 2 Bartlett pears. It's your standard, most productive pear, most planted in the U.S. 2 Sunrise pears we're getting also. Them are, let me find my notes here. Them are, oh, I didn't write it down. I know what it is. I got that right here. Let me read on the Sunrise pear for you. It sounds like the one to be growing. Let me pull this up. Now, Stark Brothers Nurseries, I haven't bought any trees off them to tell you how good the tree quality is or how big for the price and that kind of stuff. But I can tell you their online webpage is an excellent resource if you just want to learn about trees. I'm not going to say yes or no if they're the best place to buy off, but they certainly have the best website to do your research on. Some of the other ones, why this is coming up, that we're going to be getting is the Flamin' Fury peach. It's a #1 agriculture peach planted, 3-inch nice big peaches, so it'll be good showmanship peaches at the farmer's market. I think that's why they grow them, so they look good in the stores. A lot of the other ones I already mentioned, but we're going to try a Goldcott apricot. It should be zone hardy up until zone 6. So we're going to try that. I think it's 6 to 10 if I remember right. We're 6A, so that'll be close. But we're going to try something different. We got a lot of apples and peaches in already. Let me see here. Okay, the Sunrise pear is juicy, aromatic, and sweet. The hardy tree produces beautiful yellow pears with a slight blush. Fruit is good for eating, fresh, or making desserts. Also stores well, lasting 2 to 3 months in proper refrigeration. Disease resistant to fire blight and pear scab. That is the most important right there. That's what we were looking for. Try to buy disease resistant and blight resistant varieties. It's going to save you so much trouble. You might have to cut out trees that you planted 3 years before otherwise. And that's the most important tip for any plant you're growing across the board. Start with the best genetics. Let the plant work for you, and it's going to be so much easier. People are going to ask you how you got such a great quality. You might not even know it's because you started with such a great quality. So do yourself a favor, do your research, buy things that you eat, that you like, that you know you're going to want to grow, and also ones that are disease resistant, pest resistant. Do your research on that kind of stuff. It was introduced in 2006, the Sunrise Pear, harvest in early to mid-August. The best pollinators are Red Sensation, Bartlett, or Pear Boss. And that's what you got to know. When you plant different varieties, you got to know what's going to pollinate it. So some of the different ones we're going to order that aren't from the Conservation District are the Sweet Tree Pluerry, and that just sounds delicious to me. Let me pull up some notes on that for you. This is from Rain Tree Nursery, which is where I order most of my trees. Sweet Tree Pluerry. This new dark red fruit with yellow flesh is a complex interspecific hybrid, predominantly of plum, cherry, with a hint of peach and apricot thrown in for good measure. It looks a lot like a small round plum, but tastes like it's infused with cherry flavor. It's new and unique and will be popular. And it goes on to say it's pollinated by Flavor King Pluot, which is something I talked about in the last video. It's going to be 70% plum, 30% apricot. That's my zone 6 to 10, so I'll have to check on the other one. That might have been what I was thinking. Bloom season is a late mid to mid-season. Harvest season's also late to mid-season. Harvest dates are August 11th to September 3rd, and they stay ripe on the tree for up to a month. So that's why we're excited about that, for the family to be eating and not necessarily have to be out picking every day, to know we're going to get to enjoy them for a long period of time. So also some of our stone fruits and the cherry trees will both help pollinate them, so we should be good on pollination. We want to get a Granny Smith apple tree in tribute to Grandma Sue. If the tree's anything like her, it's going to be tough and hardy, and that thing's not going anywhere for a while. So, Grandma Sue, thanks for everything you taught us. We're going to get this growing and tribute to you, and hopefully the family will enjoy it for a long time, just like your memories. So, thanks to Grandma Sue again. We want to do the Sweet 16 apple. It's supposed to taste like cherry Twizzler candy. So all I've heard is reviews, but I've heard enough to know I got to own at least one of them. So we're getting that in. If we can grow anything that tastes like candy, that's what we're trying to do here. Healthy and sweet. We love it. And then this just depends on how much money we're going to spend. We're thinking about doing some more varieties of blueberries and thornless black raspberries, which will then multiply. We're going to be taking clones off them and multiplying them out this year. So we're going to hopefully spread them across the food forest as much as possible. And that's going to be our main purchases this year. It's looking like only $190 for 9 trees over at the Conservation District. And we're budgeting, depending on blueberries and blackberries, $100 to $200 from outside nurseries. So, like I said, it's really not expensive. Get some wood chips dropped off for free. Check your local resources. I know they love not driving so far to drop them off. So if you guys want to get some of my wood chips, go ahead and call around and get some of my wood chips. We just got a free drop off today, so another one and 2 in a week. So like I said, it doesn't have to be a lot of money. Get your wood chips dropped. Don't need a whole lot of new soil. I will do some on the spring. We'll show you how we plant these trees, but it's not a real expensive process. $20 a tree, and you're good to go. So tap your local resources, make it happen, and let's get this thing growing. Like, subscribe, and share this with your friends if you want. If you think they will enjoy $20 trees for their family, it's going to feed them for years to come. Share this video with your friends. Let people know, and let's get growing our own food.